Sensei's reactions to the very cute Mimori. Taking a nap with Mimori. My wife. I want to train her. I'm sure she'll forgive me if I touch her ass a little. Sleeping across from each other, holding each other, smelling each other's fragrance, getting a good night's sleep. Are you really sleeping? I'm sleeping. She is the sensitive one in the inner discipline club. I just took a nap with her, and now I'm going to have a baby with her. She's a little naughty, isn't she? The other two look like the incarnation of lewdness, but Mimori's body is just the opposite. Mimori. What the hell? Mimori. Too neat. She looks amazing when you take it off. She's the kind of girl who motivates her sensei with a hug before going out. She's got a different attitude. She's so innocent, but she's got pink in her brain, doesn't she? I'm not sure I'm ready for that kind of thing at noon. Unlike some of the students who pretend to be girlfriends, she's his wife, so she's got a lot of power. What in the world is this club for? What did you see when you looked at Sensei with the mind-reading technique, Mimori-san? She saw him running to the students with a new tablet. That's Mimori-san from the boy training club. The umbrella twirling at the cuff was so cute. I could watch it all the time. If it wasn't lunch, she'd have been ready to accept it. It was too lewd. It's the sensei's fault for wanting to be lewd. As soon as he says Mimori. I didn't think much of it in the standing picture, but in the show version, she looks really cool in the jimbari over her shoulders. Was it because of Tsubaki that Sensei was so horny at the event? She's just a little too much of a lewd girl to expect a kiss and a kiss to start the day off. I'd love to have her as my wife. She's just too bad to compare, but she's got pretty big tits. She has a great voice, looks and personality. I like her except for the part where she wakes me up in the morning. I think Mimori's swimsuit is really erotic. I can't explain it well, but I just think it's erotic. I think she smells really good all over. She has a lewd aura about her. The paint and flesh is too lewd. I know she likes girls' manga, but are those books still sexually explicit? I don't know what to think about the white bikini, but it's nothing but lewd. I think she's the number one wife who would live with Sensei without a reason. Kate and Tsubaki are too nice. The naughty Mimori in the anime is nice too. She's been at the top of the Kibado's bride ranking ever since she first appeared on the show. Oh no. All I could think about was sucking the soft stuff from the cake. It'd be such a waste if they don't implement a swimsuit. I hear it's okay to prank her, but I wonder what she's envisioning. Her looks are simply too good to be true. In Kibado's, where many students are eccentric, she stands out for her straightforward cuteness. I'd like to say that I'm happy to marry you, ranking number one. The level that makes me want to throw it all away and get married. I'll stop being a sensei now. Oxytocin hacks are too outrageous. It's rare to find this type of girl with big skinny tits, so I was happy. I mean, she can really read minds, not just say something like that to convince us. I don't think there will be many pictures that will surpass the official swimsuit. She's trained to be a bride, and her bridal power is so strong that it cuts down on her sensei's reason. She cooks with nutrition in mind, and it's delicious. Oh no, she's too strong. Mayu is getting to be too much. I want her to kiss me goodbye, but that would be a perfect match. I think swimsuit Mimori is the most erotic, with just the right amount of flesh around her belly. She has childbearing hips, right? I want to eat Mimori's home-cooked food. I'd like to see how she'd react if I told her I wanted miso soup every morning. The sensei in Mimori's relationship story was a little funny. He's always funny except when he's with a girl with a serious background, right, sensei? All I can think about is that this female is my wife. Midori, I like you because you think such rude things with this look on your face. Mimori, if she wears a bathing suit, I'm seriously going to turn her. She's not brown, or a character worth messing with, but she's a demonic girl, who almost destroyed her sensei's reason. I think she's erotic, like Chietsu. Is there anything this girl is lacking in her training as a bride? Her tits. Deception. Are you crazy? The rest of Inner Discipline Club is too big. You like her down-to-earth big-ass tits, don't you? She's in charge of Inner Discipline Club's poor tits. The relationship episodes were all too sweet, and I was so happy to slip through. If swimsuit Mimori doesn't come this year, it would be a betrayal of my dick, and I don't know if I can allow that to happen. If only Mimori's boobs were bigger, Inner Discipline Club would be number 1 in the Kibuto's boob size ranking. Inner Discipline Club's boobs are the largest on average, right? I'm pretty sure the Inner Discipline Club has the top average breast size in all of Kibuto's. I'm not sure if Sensei is the kind of person who would think of something lewd in that situation, but he's the kind of person who would. It looks like she's already taken all the knowledge and skills necessary to become a bride. And of course, she knows her way around the night. She's got big tits, but they're the wrong people to compare her to. The aura of a married woman, or rather a young wife. I only love her when she looks and sits too much like a bride, through and through. If I asked her out at night, she'd probably blush and take off her clothes. She'd probably ask me to turn off the lights. Mimori's boobs are big enough to be seen in a bathing suit. I'm the one whose office is occupied by the Inner Discipline Club. There's a chance they might have taken the opportunity to sexually harass me, so... All the other clubs have at least one girl with a small bust. So except for organizations with only one student, I guess the main clubs are at the top of the list for bust average. I think that if I were to marry Mimori, I would be allowed to have a harem with another wife in the Inner Discipline Club. There are a lot of girls I like, but this will be the one I want her to bond with as a wife. She's a strong student with cooking skills. I like her plain uniform, too, because it looks like Shrine Maiden. I want to generate Mimori's black tights with the craft chamber. Basically, students have one weakness, but she has no clear weaknesses, and all she has are her strengths. A definite weakness: she's a lecturer who gets into heat by mind reading. In fact, there is a flaw of being a lewd girl. Most pink-haired characters are strong. It can be a little tough to know that she's going to be asking for it every night. She'll support you in that area too, with food. Invincible. Even with her proportions, she's still a relative poor breast in the Inner Discipline Club. It just doesn't make sense. I want her to read what Haku and Koharu are thinking. Haku has some serious thoughts. Don't let her read what's in Koharu's head. I want to give her some radical shoujo manga and see her reading it. Haku seems to be using her brain logically to make a lewd voice. Koharu is probably one step away from a poisonous radio wave. I'd want to push her straight down on the futon instead of going to work. I'm too much of a winner to get an oxytocin hack every morning when I get married. Mimori-san is a good wife. She'll gently scold me for not leaving my hem turned up, or I'll be late. I wonder how she could read my mind. I don't think Hako would think anything serious when she and Koharu came to Hayeki Yatko. I'd laugh if I peeked inside Koharu's head. I wonder what it would feel and smell like if she hugged me. Is the mind reading really real after all? Is it a setup? She saw through Michi's worries in great detail. Hayeki Yatko has a lot of students that look like yukai motifs, so maybe they are enlightened yukai. I haven't had a chance to meet her yet, but is that the only place where she describes her mind-reading ability? I often see Mimori in a white bikini, but is it official? Is this game erotic? She was suddenly served to us during an event last year. It was so stimulating for me that I couldn't get into the story of the event at all. It's as if I was thinking of something lewd. It's bad enough that Mimori-san is too lewd. She has too good a face. If I eat cup noodles or something for lunch while I'm working in Shale, I'm going to be pissed off and then have to bring a lunchbox she made the next day. I mean, her face was out at the time of Izuna event. I thought it was rather late since I started playing after it was implemented. Other girls had nicer bodies who were more revealing, but for some reason, Mimori's overwhelming sex appeal was unrivaled. Mimori-san also got a picture in the club, didn't she? Mimori-san is mostly nice-bodied, too. Only one of them was on vacation with her husband, and she had a new wife vibe. Mimori's cuteness is exposed again. What's with the inner discipline club? Quit your training and become a bride aura. She's got a good personality, good looks, can cook. A perfect superhuman? All I ever wanted was for Mimori to wake me up every morning and say goodbye. You are the only serious bride I want in Kibudos. There's me. Go home, Shiro. Sairo doesn't seem to do anything domestic. Hurry up and make one for me. Mimori, marry me. Mimori is still training to become a splendid Yamato Neishiko, so it won't be for a while. What more do she needs to train for? She's still the strongest bride character, but if she do that, there's no room for other characters. I will become more than a bride. The Mimori of the new world. Why is it that I remember something lewd when I'm a neat and clean character, no matter how I look at it? Neatness and resolution combine to become the strongest. This is the true Yamato Neishiko. With this body and personality, it's impossible to be a Yamato Neishiko. Or is it? Mimori-san's overwhelming reactiveness. Just by being with her, I feel at peace. Maybe I should join the inner discipline club, too. I'm afraid my evil mind will be exposed by mind reading and I'll be forced to quit within a day. There's no way I can lose my mind surrounded by those girls. I want to live like a married couple with Mimori under the guise of helping her with her Yamato Neishiko training. I'm sorry, Yuka. I've thought about it a lot, but I think if anyone's going to be my wife, it's going to be Mimori. Why not me? Yuka's going to get into some kind of trouble. With Mimori, I'm convinced that we can have a peaceful married life even in Kibudos. The only character I genuinely want to marry. I can't wait to marry Mimori, too. For now, is the number of children we can have enough to make a soccer team? Who is your favorite student to be your wife? Please let me know in the comments.